recently there was an article in Business Tech, I think working with Career Junction, about how much companies are saving or employees are giving companies by not taking a lunch break. No, not only not taking a lunch break, but working through their lunch hour.
Yeah, I gather that if you do that, it's around about 2.2 years in an average working career of around about 40 years. That's an extraordinary amount of time, and they extrapolated that to over R500,000 of cost saving to the company. But I think I'd like to take from a slightly different angle, Kathy. Is it a good idea to work through your lunch hour every single day? And because it does appear that it almost feels like in certain companies, if you take a lunch break, it's almost frowned upon.
Yes.
And what do you think about that?
Well, I am guilty of having been one of those people who like having being able to work through the quiet time of a lunch break. But we've got to remember the basic conditions of employment in South Africa actually stipulate that after 5 hours of work, you've got to have an hour off.
Yes. So there certainly should be no guilt about taking your lunch break. And of course, different companies have different rules. I mean, there might be, say, 2 15-minute tea breaks, maybe a 30-minute lunch break, or whatever it might be. But the concept of actually getting away from your desk for half an hour or an hour at a particular point of the day has always seemed to me like a good idea to refresh. I noticed a few people at our company coming back in tackies after lunch because they're walking around the office park.
Which is a really great idea, because working in the IT industry, we tend to sit at our desks for many hours at a time. So actually getting up to exercise is a really good plan.
So in the blue-collar environment, it's pretty much inculcated into the rules and the culture that you take that time off. In the white-collar environment, particularly it appears in South Africa, that has changed. Now, do you think you can be as productive if you don't stop?
I like to think so, but having experienced now in our new office space where we have made it a rule to take a lunch break, I find that I can do different kinds of work over lunch. I can either take a complete break or I can be chatting about things with my colleagues that I normally wouldn't see. So it's created a different working environment, which I think is very healthy.
So I think, just to summarize on that one, although we're not working at our desks, having the conversations, it's opened up more communication. You're mixing with different people,
Absolutely.
possibly sitting in the lunch area with a group that you wouldn't normally have a conversation with, and that has actually added to the value of doing business as opposed to simply sitting at your desk all day. So from my perspective, I really like the idea of people stopping, taking time off from their work. I don't want anybody who works here for 40 years to have put in an extra 2.2 years of overtime because they haven't taken lunch. Enjoy your food, I think, is the
very
what we're putting out
important.
there.